Hey crafters, guess what time it is? It's paper pumpkin time. Maudie and I have made 10 alternatives, and you and I are going to make 2 alternatives together right now. So let's head down to the crafting table. Let's get started. Okay, in our kit this month, I wanted to show you the stamps that they have. Look at those beautiful stamps. In addition to giving you some punch outs of flowers and the lavender that they gave you those beautiful sentiments. Now look at those. Something else you could have bought that Maudie and I had so much fun with was this add-on. Isn't that adorable? Now you're going to see us using this right here. This is a beautiful flower, and these leaves are just gorgeous. Now something else they did is they gave us some beautiful envelopes that had a gorgeous inside. So all we did is we just cut those envelopes right on each edge, and we used this paper. They also had an envelope made out of this. This was also the card that they gave us, and we just split these cards. So let's get busy creating a card, and then I'm going to show you 5 alternatives. Then we're going to make another card, and I'll show you 5 more. We are so excited. The first card we're going to make is a shelf card. So you're going to need a base of 8 by 5.5. And I want to remind you, a lot of these cards, we're going to put a link below the video. Now, not every single one of them, if you're interested in seeing how it's made. But on this one, we need to go ahead and score it at 4 1/4. Make sure you move your cutting blade out of the way. 4 3/4. We are creating the shelf. 6 1/4. And 6 3/4. Now we can put this to the side. Now, what you need to do is turn your score lines horizontal, and let's fold up using our bone folder to give us a good crease. So we're just going to fold up and crease it. Find that next little score line and crease it. Continue over here, find your score line, and then one more. Now this creates that shelf right here that you can see. But before we glue that down, we want to go ahead and put some strips. Now we took one of those cards from the kit and we cut a strip so that we would have it right here on this large panel. So let's go ahead and get that adhered to our card. We also cut some little bitty side strips so that we could put right here on the side of our shelf. So let's go ahead and get those adhered. This is a quick card, but there are so many possibilities. And if you did not buy the paper pumpkin, you need to still look at all these possibilities that I'm going to show you today. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is go ahead and create our little box. So we are going to fold it over right here. We're going to put our glue, and then we're just going to push it down. So we folded it right here on this inside, the second score line. We're going to just put some glue right here. And now we're going to fold it over and just hold it. And look at that. How easy was that to create? Now, the next thing that we need to do is give us some white color right here. So we went ahead and we cut out a mat. We're just going to put a little bit of glue. Get this laid down. It gives you plenty of room to write. But if you feel you need some more room, you could always put some cardstock on the back. Okay. Now, one of the cards had a beautiful punch out, and I will show you that a little later. But we just cut the side strip of this, and we're going to add it right here, and it just looks like a column, doesn't it? So that's why we say, don't throw away those scraps. You might find a place for it. Just going to add that, and look at that. Now, this does fit in an envelope. You just fold it over just like this and put it right in an envelope, and then it pops back up. Now, the next thing we want to do is we use that little add-on frame, and I don't know if you can see it, but it has little holes in it. Yes, you can see it. We're going to put this right here, and I'm just going to raise it on some dimensionals, just to give it a little height. We're going to put this right in the center, because we are using this to frame some flowers that we're going to add. We used, once again, that add-on die set, and we cut out some of those adorable little flowers. Let me show you those. Look at those. Look how cute they look. So we are going to add this right here at the top. I'm going to add another one down here just to make it pop. And look at that. Oh, love that. So we're going to add just a little bit of glue, because I do want the leaves to stand up just a little bit. So and look at that. Look at how pretty that is. Okay. Now I'm going to snip off these little buds right here, because I don't really need the stems. And I'm just going to add them with some glue. And I love this glue. This is called Kalel. Here in the Southwest, sometimes our glue gets stuck and it won't come out. This never gets stuck. And you can find this over in our Amazon store. But you can just get it on Amazon. Just right there, just to give us some flowers. And now we're going to add a few flowers down here. I'm going to add some greenery. And now you just need to add your sentiment. So I'm going to just push this over, and I'm going to put a sentiment right there. I'm going to stamp it in Blackberry Bliss. And here is our first card. Isn't that beautiful? These are from the add-on that you could have purchased. So pretty. I just love the way the Blackberry Bliss goes perfectly with these darker colors. Okay, so let me show you the first 5. We decided to do a fold back of the corners. Now, look at this. This is one of the card fronts that they gave us. We added some hearts. These are the punch outs that they gave you with the kit. And then we just folded this back. Now, there will be a link to a YouTube short that shows you how to create this. But we just added another little sentiment right here on the inside, and just on a cardstock. We didn't add a lot of mats to this one, but look how beautiful that is. Now I want you to keep in mind, if you don't have the paper pumpkin, my goodness, these are two great templates that you could use. Now look at this one. This is like a floating card, but this right here is from the actual card that was included in the kit. And we just added that, just a strip of it, to the front of our card, our landscape card. And then we just cut a mat right here. And we split it so that you could see that beautiful card front. Look how pretty that is. Once again, these are the punch outs that came with the kit. And then we have that gorgeous butterfly. And on the butterfly, it comes white. So when you have something white like that and you want it to pop, just a good tip, remember, bring in another color and really color those edges just to make it pop so that it does that against the white. Now, this is the card I was telling you about that you could pop out that inside. And so we just popped it out and we added it to the front. We stamped using the stamps that came with the kit right there on the inside. And as you can see, we did some second generation stamping. You stamp it once and then you stamp it again. And it kind of looks like it's behind this one right here. Now, right here is just a tiny little scrap of paper. This is not a full piece of cardstock. So you can save paper that way and you get to use your scraps. Look at how beautiful that is. Once again, we just put our white so that we have plenty of room to write. We created another top fold. Look at this. This is part of the envelope, but I'm going to show it close up. We went ahead and we embossed this, and it really gave it some beautiful texture. We added the punch outs right here to the front, added a cute little knot ribbon, put thank you, and look at how pretty this card is. This is a quick design that you can use for any card. And then finally, for our first group, look at this one. This is the card that we cut apart. We added a circle. We used those punch outs again. We added a cute little butterfly. And then you open it up and you have this. Look at how cute. Now, if we have videos showing you how to create this, I will link it below this video. So here is our first grouping. Here we have 6 cards. Let's move this to the side and let's make our second card. So here we go with our second card. Now this card's going to be an interesting card. We went ahead and we cut a regular A2 card and we just cut half of it off. So we have that. Now we're going to go ahead and just map the inside. Just get a little glue on there. Now we cut apart one of the cards that came from the kit, and we're going to add a background of Blackberry Bliss right here. We're just going to add a couple mats to give it some more interest. Going to lay that down and add this to the top. Now look at that. It pulls the dark color in and it pulls the light color in so that you have some gorgeous grape, you have some Highland Heather, and you have that Blackberry Bliss. Look at that. That piece just really ties everything in together. Okay, the next thing we did is we cut 3 strips of Blackberry Bliss. And we are going to do something very interesting with those, but let's go ahead and create them first. Now we had just some white strips of paper, so we're going to go ahead and add that as a mat. And then we had a little bit left over of our card. We decided to just use that little bit of scrap, you know, because you don't want to waste it. The card was so beautiful. That patterned paper. So let's go ahead and just create us some little panels that we will be adding to our card. Now the next thing, we cut those little strips that I was talking about. See those? We're just going to add that right to the top. Not on this one because we're going to stamp a message on that one. On this one, we're going to add some dimensionals because we are going to add some of our flowers to the back side. Okay. Now let's go ahead and stamp this one. And this one is Happy Valentine's Day. It came with the kit. So let's stamp it in Blackberry Bliss again. Look at that. Now we're going to go ahead and add some little red hearts because it is Valentine's Day and we're going to use real red. Just put it right here on the end. Now we are going to add these right to the front of this card and we're going to center them right on the inside so that we have the same distance here as we do there. This one will be in the middle and this one will be at the end, just like this. And this time we're going to use our tape runner. I'm going to use my T ruler, makes it so much easier. Now I'm going to put the one at the bottom because that way I can center the middle one. And I know I need it about right there. Okay. And we know we got it straight because we use this T ruler. Now we just need to put this one right in the middle. And we have our flowers right here. We have our leaves. So let's get those added just right behind this. And look at this card. This is so much fun. And think of all the possibilities of this card. You have plenty of room to write. And you have your panels right here running this way. Now you could put them closer together, but I created this little beautiful bouquet of flowers, so I needed to set them apart. Now let's get into our second grouping of cards. Here's another way to do strips. Look at that. Look at those beautiful colors. These are from the envelopes that I told you about. That's from the front of the card. This is the stamp set sentiment that they gave us. And then we just added a few little hearts. Now on this one, we used the perennial postage stamp. Look at that frame right there. That is so pretty. And it really just makes these flowers and leaves that came with the kit pop. We put a mat right there and we stamped behind our sentiment. We absolutely had to do a shaker card. Now this is the front panel of the card. We just popped this out and we added some really pretty little sparkles in there. We sat this up and look at that. We found some glitter paper. Look at that glitter paper. These are the pop-outs that they gave us in the kit. And then we just added a little strip of paper that we had. We didn't throw anything away. Here is a little panel card, just a very simple panel card. Look at this. These are just strips from the front of a card that they gave us. We used this glitter paper. Oh my goodness, so pretty. And finally, we punched out this from this right here where we created a shaker card. This was the punch out, so we added it on a belly band and we created this card. Lots of room to write. These are from the cards and the envelope. You can just add this right back in. Slip it over and we set it to the side. Now, something else we did, we bought this really cute stamp for Creative Moments by G, and we stamped that on the back of our cards. Creative Moments by G, where creative moments matter. So here is the second group of cards. So what do you think about these cards? Take a moment, leave a comment. We would love to know. Go back and look and let us know which is your favorite. Did you like group one, or was there a specific card? Was there a specific layout that you liked, that you really feel like, okay, I'm going to make this card? Maudie and I would love to know. Remember, if we have a link for a video on how to make these cards that I showed you, it will be below this video. Just click on more. We'll go out and make it a fantastic day, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.